Thanks for joining us for the Member xCite presentation. The Member xCite presentation is informative, interesting to the audience, and showcases the strengths of the presenter as an entrepreneur and their area of expertise. It's not a sales pitch, it's a 10-minute educational and insightful exploration into what they do. And of course, it's exciting.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our xCite presenter today, Sherri Dumbrell from Essential Spending Planner, to present to us on Money Truths Change Spending Behaviour. Sherri will share a story with us that convey the importance of implementing a budget and spending plan. Sherri loves to educate people around financial literacy, all things budgeting and planning. Sherri Dumbrell is a certified spending planner. She was a stay-at-home mom of 5 children for 27 years and learned great time and money management skills. She stopped budgeting nearly 20 years ago when she found a better way to manage her personal finances. She now goes beyond budgeting with a cash flow spending plan to manage her personal finances and now business. She teaches financial literacy and a proven system that eliminates money stress and quickly brings financial peace to all those she helps. Sherri is a happy spender who plans, saves, and then spends. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Sherri Dumbrell.
Now, each of you have in front of you a business card, and you also have some money, which I'll kind of explain that. I just want to ask a question. Who, and you don't have to raise your hand, who of you have complete peace of mind with your managing of your personal finances? You totally know, total clarity. Okay. Second question is, as being business owners, do you have that same clarity of your business finances? Do you know the exact amount you need to make every month or something to cover all your expenses? It blows my mind sometimes, as that's what I thought the accountants did for business owners, but it's amazing how many of them I work with that have no idea about their numbers. And so anyway, so I'm going to start today by talking about, her name's Sharon, and she has a husband. They have 3 young kids, and they want financial peace, they want freedom from money stress, they want to be able to go on holidays, they want to resurrect the dreams that they had when they were the kids' age. You know what we did, like, and I can probably ask you, what did you want to be when you grew up? And what did you see your financial situation at the age you are? Did you see that you were going to be rich or poor because maybe your parents were poor and you were just going to do the same? Or did you have another thing? And so, how did you visualize that? Because Sharon and John, they couldn't visualize that at this stage in their life they were going to be really comfortable and well off. And why? Because they wanted to have their finances a silent partner in their relationship. Okay? And we want a silent partner when it comes to money in our relationship. They wanted their money to be a vehicle to achieve their dreams. Now, is your finances that lemon of a car? Or that car that keeps needing lots of repairs? Or do you have a reliable car? I have a Toyota hybrid, and it's going, and so that gets me. So is that like my finances, where it just goes and just hums and it doesn't give me any problems? Or do you have that type of vehicle in your life, which is your money management system, that is constantly not working and breaking down and not getting you from A to B, which is your dreams? So John and Mary also have a business. Okay, so they weren't doing too well in their personal. They also had a business, and so chances are, if you're not doing well and organized in your personal, then it's the same with your business. So as business owners, we have to be really good with money because we have 2 separate areas that we need to manage. Okay, and just because you become a business owner doesn't mean you all of a sudden have that financial literacy. Okay, So this was their dreams. This is what Sherri and John wanted, but there were some problems there. Their finances were not the silent partner. It was that screaming partner that they just tried to put their head in the sand and ignore. When they went shopping, Sharon would think, "Oh, I want that." They used to decline and just kind of go and just put the head in the sand and hope that everything was okay. But they both lacked financial literacy. Why? Because we weren't taught about money in school. They weren't taught, our parents weren't taught, so unless our parents were, unless we have invested in learning about finances, then you will be taught by consumerism. And I have on this says, every child in Australia will become a money manager. They have no choice in the matter. The only choice is with the parents. The parent's choice is whether the child will become a good money manager or a bad money manager. So for those of you who are parents, what have you raised? What have you taught your children in regards to money? And are they making those good choices? Or for some, if you're not good with money, some of your children might call the opposite and be really good with money, where others might do the opposite. It all depends. I actually do, this is a game that I play. I do public speaking, and there's a youth group, and so I play the jelly bean game with them. They get a 20 bean allowance, and there's all these different things that they have to budget for. They have all these different bills and things. And then, of course, COVID is that the jelly beans gets cut like in half, and they have to reshuffle their plan, and it's really good. And even the adults in the room are like, whoa, and and the scenario is insurance, where the kids just don't ever put money, jelly beans on insurance until I tell them they got in a car accident. And then they wish they had insurance. So it's a really good practical way. So on top of my card, you'll see 2 money coins, okay? And some might be already gone, but that's okay. That means that you spent your money before you got paid. You went to those cash cows and got an advance, so I hope you enjoyed it, because now it's gonna cost you a lot more than that, okay? So there are 2 there, and the first one is your personal finances. Okay, that's the big one, because that's our life. We have to have that. And then the smaller one is your business. Okay, so go back to Sharon and John. They didn't have financial literacy. They didn't know what their life costs were in their personal. There are 2 types of costs that you have in both. There's your life cost, which is what we all have. We all pay rent, mortgage, food. There's about 10 things that we all pay. Then there's the style cost. That's all different from us. You might like Louis Vuitton bags, I'll get whatever at the secondhand shop, whatever. So we have all different styles. But we need to know what our life cost is and make sure that that's priority. Especially if we're, as parents, we need to make sure that those things are taken care of first. And then our style. Same with our business. In your business, you have life costs. That's the cost that you have to have if you're a license something or whatever. You have to pay those things so you can actually be in business. Then there's all the style costs, and it's amazing how many people, when I see their business expenses, it's like, okay, you're living like you're making $1 million a year and you're making maybe 30. Okay, so you have to make sure they are covered before you go on to the style. And so that's where Sharon and John didn't know. They didn't really know. And they didn't really know how much they needed to bring in to actually pay themselves, because they were just unsure. So what am I? I'm a certified spending planner. Okay, what I am not a financial advisor. I am not an accountant. I am not a bookkeeper. I am a certified spending planner. And so that's what I do, is I help people plan their spending. I help them do that by knowing their money truth. You have to know, be truthful with money. Society is not going to tell you the truth. They're going to say, get this now, pay later. Okay, that's a lie. And so I teach people effective bank structure. I teach people how to prioritize their spending. And And then we have a plan. A plan is a plan. This thing had a blueprint for this hotel. Could you eat and live in a blueprint? No. But you had to have a plan, and then they created it. So having a plan of your spending, you can do all the scenarios in there, and I have in there before you. And yes, and then just knowing that everything will be automated and you can take care of that. So, therefore, Sharon and John, they had a traditional budget, but it just wasn't working. It said it was possible to pay their bills, but it didn't show them half the time they were unsure. They got it wrong. Or with the spending plan, you will know 100% clearly. You'll see into the future. You'll see your future bank statement. The past bank statement is gone. No use. Okay? And so, yeah, so a spending plan brings peace of mind. And so, everyone uses money. Everyone has money. You will have clients who maybe can't do your services because of money. And so for us, it's really important to spread the good news that there is something that goes beyond budgeting. I am a happy spender. I plan, save, and then spend. That's my Facebook group, Happy Spenders Beyond Budgeting. Budgeting is income and expenses, two-dimensional. Spending plan adds a vital third dimension, which is cash flow and finding income and expenses. And that's why you can have 30% is good. And so if you are, you work with people, you can always add on to your service pay. You know, do you want to, especially if you're selling them something that's going to cost you long term, hey, what about, I'm going to give you or refer you to someone who will help you do that with ease. Okay? And so that's me. I'm a spending planner, and I have some more chocolates, so if anyone has any or I can quiz you, and I'll ask one quiz. What's the difference between a budget and a spending plan? On it?
Third dimension.
Yes, third dimension, cash flow. Exactly. Yeah. Anyone else?